G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here with another episode of Season 2 of Pathfinder Kingmaker Beneath the Stolen Lands. We're playing with our party of Rangers and Fighters, all spec'd as Archers. When last we left off, we completed level 2, and let's just really quickly come over here and see who's been doing all of the damage so far. When we last checked after level 1, it was our primary character, Eagle, here, who had done all of the damage, and I suspect that he is still the most prolific damage deal. No, it's now Falcon, 23. So, as I said, it is one of our fighters already doing more damage. So, to hit and damage is the same. So it's probably now getting to the point where it's just like 1 or 2 points between the first few characters. Unlike what you might have if you had a party of all melee or mixed parties, in those situations, you know, whoever's in the front row is more likely to be the one who's going to attack first. But in this situation, that's not always the case, because we can all attack from a distance. Often, none of us have to move to get into position to fire when we first encounter something. So, it really comes down to RNG, random number generation, as to who hits more often. The interesting thing will be is that as we progress, the fighters will end up with an advantage to hit, and they will be doing more damage than the Rangers. Okay, and we'll see that as we go along. It's just interesting that already one of the fighters is beating Eagle. But as I said, it's probably those first 3 are just sort of... Actually, the first 4 characters are all sort of just vying. Because it's at 23%, which is almost... You know, it's very close to the 25 that would say it was the, you know, the first 4 characters are all sort of in the top there. So, although we did have 5 people in our party when we started. So, yeah, I suspect, though, you will notice that these guys will have to move a little bit occasionally. What I could do is let's just see what we can do here. Can we create a party... like this should mean, as long as you don't have a fit like that, that no one really needs to get into position to fire. They should just be able to fire straight away. Now, we noticed some of them had to get into position, but we did a pretty good job there of everyone being ready and firing mostly at the same time. And that's all it comes down to. Okay. And we will rest there to get some health back. I don't know. I think what I want to do with the party is that's just too cramped. So what I want to do is something like this. Spread them out just a touch, so that's sort of like the middle there. So let's just... I actually like the system in this game with this, because it seems to be that even though you put them wherever, it seems to sort of work out a decent grid. Even if you don't quite match the grid, it's sort of... See how that's all very even and regular, even if I wasn't? So, yeah, it works well. Radiant arrows... Look, any of us can wear that ring, but will I ever remember to use it? I don't know. I'll put it on some of my backline guys. I have to get better at remembering to use rings and such. Okay, so the door's over there. And there's a secret door right here. Even if it won't find it for us. And that's where we came in from. Let's just come up here and make sure there's no chests hidden up here that we didn't see previously, and there isn't. So we'll come down over here. See, none of those guys had to move to be able to attack that target. So it's really just who had the random numbers to give them the better initiative as to whose arrows hit first, and then whether they hit or miss, again, random numbers. So at this point in the game, because the fighters don't have any different spec from the rangers, I've deliberately made that the case. We've all got rapid shot at the same time, for example, and we've all got point blank shot and precise shot. But at some point, we're going to go for weapon focus on everybody, and the fighters are going to get greater weapon focus that they're going to be able to use. So eventually the fighters are going to start getting feats when the rangers aren't. Not the next level, because the next level is level 3 and everybody gets a feat. But at level 4, the fighters are going to get another feat and the rangers aren't. And that's when it's going to start to show, because the fighters are going to start to be able to have some of those feats which allow them to either hit more often or do more damage. And they're quickly going to start outperforming the rangers. From a role-playing point of view, and from the point of view of other things apart from just raw damage, the rangers have a lot of advantages over the plain fighter. You know, for the example is that the rangers with their extra wisdom have better perception, or not just their extra wisdom, but the fact that a ranger class itself has better perception than a fighter does, means that the rangers are better at finding traps and stuff like that. I'm not sure if they're better at disarming. I didn't pay a lot of attention to that. That should be a secret door there as well. But we can't get through it. So yeah, just from a pure damage point of view, eventually the fighters are going to be the better option, I believe. But we shall see. We're only, level 3 of the dungeon? Yes. So it'll be a while before we really see what's going on. Couple more episodes probably. So here at level 3, and we're going to take weapon focus now. So everybody's going to take weapon focus in longbow. And all of our rangers are going to take favoured terrain underground, which allows them just to move a little bit more freely in the underground realm. And frankly, in this adventure, if you don't take that on a ranger, you're insane. As the first one, and every time you get to go and get another one, and you can then increase the ability of one of the existing ones if you didn't pick underground to increase, you're also pretty much insane, because that's what this entire dungeon is. That's what a dungeon is. Longbow. Ooh, we've got full plate +1 that we can be giving to... Look at that, 23 AC now. That is very nice. Let's give another healing potion to each of these guys. We don't need to heal that often because we're not getting hit that often, but do need to be a little bit careful. Let's loot. Oh, a chain shirt that we might give to one of the other rangers. No, we won't, because it's not as good as the breastplate that they're already wearing. The question will be whether to give the rangers heavy weapon proficiency so that they can... heavy armor proficiency, so they can be on an even keel with the fighters as far as armor class, but I'm tending not to do that, so we'll see how I feel later on. It's one extra feat that I've got to, that I could be doing something else with. Ooh, what do we get there? Firebrand. Immune to fire spells. Targets weapons. Inflict 1d6 of fire damage. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, man. This is the end of the level. Normally I'd say, okay, we're done. But if I go up and then end the level, we're not going to lose this, but this episode has been fairly short. How are we doing for encumbrance? Actually, we probably shouldn't have gone down. I should have double-checked. There's probably rooms I missed up there. We're not encumbered at all. Let's level up Phoenix. And let's continue on with this level. Weapon focus. Longbow. Underground. Oops. Complete. That's what I meant to click on, not the other one. The door's going to be down here somewhere. Where is it? What? Where is it? Oh, there. Didn't look like a door. Wow, this room's empty. Secret door here. Can we find it? Nope. Let's come over here first. Okay, normal door there. Let's come down here to the law. Nature. Oh, what do we get? Aspect of the eagle. Unyielding spirit. Insight to saving throw against spells and spell-like abilities from illusion and enchantment. Okay. That was the only door there. That one wasn't. That's right. Well, it is, but we can't find it for some silly reason. Okay. Come on, where's some enemies? Oh, more centipedes. There we go. And a Nixie. Ooh, it's been a while since I've seen Nixies. Couple of playthroughs for me. There we go. And that might be a secret door, but it's hard to tell with this sort of wishy-washy effect that's going on. I think it is actually, but we just can't. Once again, we have failed to detect it properly. What's in this chest? Throwing axes. Some mites.
Our victory is certain.
That firebrand is doing a nice little bit of extra damage to those guys. If I rest, I lose all of these buffs. And none of us are that injured or anything. Yeah, there was a secret door. I could see that. No, seriously, I could. It appeared just as I was about to say that's a secret door, but I was in the middle of saying something else. We got a bunch of good loot there. What was that? Another full plate. So you can have that. Armor class 22. Boots of Elven Kind. Mobility. Who did I give mobility to? No. Yes. Not that we really need mobility, but we'll do that. And you can have that. Started leather +1. All good. Right, another door here. What's over here? Nothing. Did we look at that chest? No, we didn't. Another suit of full plate +1. Here we go. Hear everyone clinking and clanking now as they run around in their full plate. So yeah, we're not bothering with stealth here. We have all of the advantage being able to attack from a distance. That means that stealth really isn't important, or as important. We got none of those look like they're secret doors. There's a door there, so there won't be a secret over there or there. So another mite. Took a bit to take him down, but he wasn't really that hard. Secret door there. How are we doing on the map? Yeah, this is going to be the final room. Once we get to it.
Strike with all your might.
Night, Nixie. Right, let's have a look. Just double check for any chests, any secret doors. We're going to come back here and just use this to rest up, heal up, and then we will head down, then head back up, sell up, and end the episode. That's not it. Or is it? I guess we'll see. Yeah, it is. And we got a level. Will it be everybody? Yes, it was. Wunderbar. Okay. Really quick. Come down here, level up, sell up, and go and check on our stats. There wasn't anything here we wanted to keep, so let's just do that. And let's just do that. Not a very good haul, that level. I thought we got more last level, but anyway. That was 2 levels worth, actually. Okay. So this is going to be where the ranger doesn't get any skills, but he does get these because I'm playing Stormwalker and Fire Wardens. They get other things, but the fighter's still going to get skills here. So this is where the fighter's going to start pulling away from, and weapon specialization is where the damage is going to start coming in. So weapon specialization will allow us to do a +2 bonus to all damage rolls using that weapon. So we're just going to start pulling away. That's all that, nothing else the ranger can do to start. Well, the ranger using the Stormwalker and the Fire Wardens using their special abilities, which they get at this level, will be able to do more damage, but not all of the time. And I have a very bad habit of not... I've also got spells. I have a very bad habit of not using these abilities when I've got them. So I've got to try and keep an eye on that. The problem is you don't want to use them and lose them, but we do have enough of them. Like if we go in here and have a look, I can use that 5 times a day, and we can use that 5 times a day. So pretty much before every room I can use that, and we can be doing a lot more damage. So I'm going to try and do that and see how we go. But I still think overall the fighters are going to... very quickly. So let's quickly come over here and have a look. But I think the fighters will very quickly overshadow us in the amount of damage that they're going to do. I would not be surprised to see that it is still Falcon or Osprey. It was Falcon before, and it was us originally, Eagle. So yeah, Falcon is still in the lead at 25.29%. I expect that percentage to probably continue to increase beyond 25. So 25% really means that they're doing a quarter of all the damage, so it's almost as if there was 2 less members of the team, which is a little annoying because everybody is shooting. What it goes to show is that most of our opponents have so little hit points at the moment that one shot is enough to take them out. Okay, thank you for joining me for this episode of Season 2 of Pathfinder Kingmaker Beneath Stolen Lands. If you like this, please give me a like and share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest episodes, and I'll see you for the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.